Shot with Mick Miller here, and we're doing yet again a spot-a-roo shooting, aren't we, boys? So basically we're going to split up and go, I think, how many woods we're covering, James? 3 woods, so we go there. And again, this is about the 4th weekend where we got high winds, so should be interesting, yeah?
Higher than last week.
So, straight barrels, boys, good luck, and I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Right, a lot of debates at the moment about steel shot, and obviously lots to be thought about with this. I'm sort of like on the fence with it all a little bit. I know that it is toxic, and yeah, steel is the way forward. They're talking about a 5-year transitional period, so it's optional at the moment, so you haven't got to use steel straight away. But yeah, also it's very important to try and use felt wads. You can use felt wads much better than plastic wads, so that should be addressed, folks. If you can use felt wads, always used to, you know, sort of like 30 odd years ago in my younger days of shooting, we only had felt wads. To be honest with you, the gun got pretty messed up at the end of the day, took a lot of cleaning, but we had to have felt wads, so maybe use that as opposed to plastic wads. Yeah, the disadvantage I think I can see with steel is obviously you've got to be careful first of all with what chokes you've got in your gun. You can't use anything tighter than half for steel, so that needs to be addressed as well, so you just be careful there. And also a lot of the guns that you buy off the shelf are fixed chokes. I mean, my pride and joy, my MK60, my Maruku, that came as 3/4 and quarter. So had I got that, I had it teagued, which is basically you have your chokes, take a Nigel teague, you sent off, the chokes are drilled into the gun, long chokes, and then you can you've got options then to change. But had I not done that, I would be very worried now, having 3/4 choke in that. And also, I've also known one of my guns is a number 2 side lock ejector, and it's a lightweight game gun. I can't use steel through that. It just it would just rattle it apart. Steel doesn't roll like lead does, and also I don't use very pokey cartridges through that. So also my dad, God rest his soul, gave me a hammer gun before he passed away, and that's not even proofed for steel. So that's another thing you've got to do, is make sure your guns, certainly your older guns, make sure they are proofed for steel. And yeah, so I'm going to end on it. We'll see how all this goes. I think it's sent a few shockwaves across the shooting fraternity. I know that for the budget of the pigeon shooter, I think that sort of like if you're going to have to start paying £10.50 a box of steel and you're going on pigeons, that's not so it's not so good. And also they are saying about the clay shooters as well, so I don't know how that's going to pan out. So we'll see how it all goes. But like I say, I'm sort of like sitting on the fence with it all at the moment. Being a shotgun coach, I have to watch what I say. But anyway,
Mick, over.
oh, I've got it. That's down. Coming down. That's down. Right, we'll have to have a chat again, Ashley. That works. I better go and get that crow now. But anyway, we are shooting. It's nice to have a cameraman today. Thank you, Ashley. And, so yeah. Oh, another one, Ashley. Come around. Pigeon. While I'm on, and while Ashley's filming as well, obviously we do a tip of the week every week, and my tip of the week this week is certainly when you are doing your shots and you're shooting, especially when you're roost shooting, you're shooting high, we all have a tendency of lifting your cheek off the comb of the gun. So my tip of the week is, what I say as a shotgun coach, is glue your cheek to the comb, like that. So it's all one movement, no matter what you do. Don't do that, because what you've got a tendency of doing is, as that bird comes up, you've got a tendency of lifting your cheek. You're actually looking at the bird, so even your barrel's moving, your cheeks, you come up and you're actually looking, so you actually take your cheek off that comb. So super glue your cheek to that comb, like that. One movement, okay? Good. Right, actually I better get that crow now. Cheers. Right, enjoying the lovely sunset here. We're going to walk over to that wood. Chance of luck. Right, end of another shoot there. Interesting. It was very difficult conditions, but we've got a view. I think it's the third time now we've shot those woods, and I think that the birds are getting a little bit wise what we're doing. But yeah, so good. Just to go back to the tip of the week, when I say glue your cheek to the comb, I don't actually physically mean glue it to the comb. That's just an expression I use. So don't start gluing things, your cheek to things. Anyway, and obviously for those that don't know, it's you've got your stock. It's your stock there. The comb is there. That's your comb, okay? And that is where your cheek sits on the comb, okay? I'll explain more about the stock, the heel, and the toe of the stock probably on the next video. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. We do appreciate all our subscribers, and hopefully we'll be getting out on some pest control when they start putting the spring drill in, which will make it more interesting. And but yeah, no, thanks for watching.